Hello, my name is Kevin Rowland. I'm here with Mr. Bob Kuntz. He's a former law enforcement officer and retired federal agent with NCIS. I wanted to talk to you today, Bob, about some of the issues with workplace violence. With the workplace violence issues and us seeing an increase in those over the recent years, what do you think is kind of contributing to some of those issues right now?
I think it begins within the workplace itself, and it's the communications, it's the way people treat each other within that working environment. And it can be as small as being in a cubicle arena of an office to the corporate office. People in those, and regardless of what your position is, you got to treat everyone the way you want to be treated.
Right.
And be forthright with everyone. If there's an issue, you talk to that person and treat everybody with respect.
Okay. With that said, what do you think it's going to take to stop or reduce some of these issues from occurring? I mean, we talk about kind of treating people properly and such, but what do you think we can do to kind of take action upon that?
I think going to these companies and going to the HR office, human resource, and talk about training and implementing a training program to identify what problem areas they may have, how people should be treated. I think that's where you got to start. It's right there with the management and work your way down.
Right. So like I know we go in and do kind of sexual harassment prevention training, and that gives us an opportunity to address the bullying and things like that. You see that as kind of a precursor to some of these other things, how they may escalate from that.
Right. You would probably request and obtain a threat assessment of your facility. That could be fire escapes, that can be other exits, entrances into a facility, vehicles, where they're parked at in relation to the company, and means of identifying potential problems and potential hazards, and blind spots, safety issues. All that encompasses a threat assessment.
Right, I know, and I've worked with a lot of companies over the years, and you and I have talked about it, that very few of those, if any, have ever done a threat assessment, and that just, it's kind of flying blind in a lot of issues when you're concerned about that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because people don't think about, and everybody has that it won't happen here, but it can happen anywhere. The incident in Oklahoma, the individual that went into the law office, he wasn't even from Oklahoma. He just picked that building, went in there and did what he wanted to do.
Right.
So you have those incidents.
Okay. Again, with workplace shootings occurring, and how do you think we can help limit some of those things? I know you mentioned some of the threat assessments and the training, but you see, and we've talked about, you're familiar with the on-site violence prevention program and those specially trained officers. Do you see having those kind of specially trained people on site to be able to handle some of those issues as a big benefit?
Oh, absolutely. If there, again, it goes back to having a security type of network within that building and that workplace, whether it be roving patrol officers, officers at checkpoints, and the individuals within that company, if they have knowledge of what to do, how to react when there is an on-site violence act occurring. They have three choices: they can run, they can hide, or they can fight, depending on how bad the situation is.
Right, and obviously they need proper training to be able to handle all those different scenarios.
Exactly.
So, well, very good. I really appreciate your time today, Bob. Anything else in closing today?
No, I just think that to have a safer work environment, you would like to have a threat assessment. Have someone come in and look at your operation and see where there's weaknesses, identify the strengths, and then ensure everyone there is on the same sheet of music. Everybody knows what's happening. When something happens, everyone knows how to respond correctly.
Right. Well, very good. Really appreciate your time today, Bob, and thank you very much.